We are designing Common Core aligned curriculum for English language arts teachers grades 3 through 8 in the state of New York. CDI is a curriculum design intensive, and it's a model expeditionary learning created.
We come together in person for a week so that we can collaborate and design really compelling, awesome curriculum for students that really brings the Common Core to life. And now we're teaching them how to be literate people, and I feel like that's always at the heart of what we're doing with this curriculum. I know that it's making a huge difference for kids. I just don't think that this work could be possible if that kind of greater vision wasn't what the Common Core was all about.
We're going to start with opening circle at 8:30.
It's such a refreshing experience because I get to come together with brilliant educators from all over the country. There's something to be said for really involving teachers deeply in the design of curriculum. Teachers who are in the classroom currently, they really bring the interests of students with them, and it makes the curriculum live in a way that it wouldn't with people who have been out of the classroom for a little while.
I think teachers are creative, and we want to nourish kids, right? I mean, that's the goal. Is like, I want to give you something worthy that's going to help you grow and thrive. When I think about standards, it's sort of like somebody in the nation, whoever wrote the Common Core has stocked our fridge, has said, this is the diet that third graders should have. And then it's the artistry of the teacher or a group of teachers to decide, what meal am I going to make with those ingredients, with those standards. The goal is really to have the story of a module, sort of that conceptual arc of the 8 weeks, like what do we want kids learning about, why is this important and worthy, and then to have what I call the structure of the module, which is the assessments. What will be the checkpoints along the way to make sure they've mastered the Common Core literacy standards.
We work in grade level teams, so there's a team that works on a particular module, and a module is 8 weeks of instruction divided into 3 units. It's exciting and it's interesting, and you get to think about what great books do I want kids to read and what do I want them to learn while they're reading them. One of the purposes of this work is to put really powerful texts in kids' hands and to have kids use those texts to really understand the world. That's one of the things that I find most inspiring about this work.
One thing that I love specifically about the text-dependent questions is how they are kind of a vehicle for establishing equity, because you're forced to look at the piece in front of you, and it doesn't matter what background knowledge you have or what experiences you have, or even as a teacher how you've taught the piece before. But it's like everybody's starting fresh, and we're using this text as this common core.
We know that it's powerful for students to receive helpful, specific, and kind critique, and we know that that also is true for educators. And so when we're designing our curriculum, it's really important for us to follow similar protocols that we would actually use with students so that we can tune our plans and our designs and make them better iteration after iteration.
This is authentically what writers do. They research, they travel, they talk to experts.
That's the whole point about teaching the standards in this way, is that we don't want literacy to feel like removed from life. This is how we process our culture.
Being really flexible in your planning and being able to adapt and change is really, really important. One of the biggest lessons I took from this work is this idea of non-attachment to what I thought teaching should look like, to my own ideas about assessment or standards.